What's going on, everyone? It's my back again. Everton have just lost 2-0 to Villa. Performance. I'm going to get the negative out the way first. So 2, 3. First and foremost, why Sean Dyche has persisted with playing Maupay today after last week's performance and his substitute appearances, and the fact he hasn't scored a goal in 17 games, and the fact that he's not good enough, and the fact he's not a footballer, is laughable. I said it in my preview and I'll say it again. Demarai Gray should be starting up front, not because of his physicality, but because he's got real pace in behind. He's got the ability to shoot quicker, take less touches of a ball, and actually in a position where he can score, I trust him to at least cause the goalkeeper some problems. I thought Maupay, yet again, offers so little, and when he does offer it, he's too slow to do anything. He's not a Premier League player. He's just not. And I'm not even saying Demarai Gray is brilliant, but what I am saying is Demarai Gray is our top goal scorer this season. He's a lot better than Maupay. I start him up front, and you can whip as many balls into the box as you like, but when you've got strikers that are 5'9", 5'8", it's pointless. So Sean Dyche has got to find a different way of utilising McNeil, because as much as he was fine keeping the ball, lots of crosses into the box, when Everton don't have a striker that they can utilise for that quality, what's the point? So yeah, that's Maupay. Ladrissa Gana Gay, the first goal, the penalty. I have no idea, none at all, zero, why when he has Tarkowski, Mykolenko, Coleman and Cody all in front of him, I have no idea why he dives in from behind. And whether he touches the ball, whether he touches the man, all of that is immaterial. Why are you making that challenge on the penalty spot when you've got players in front of you? If it was last ditch, if it was a one-on-one, I get it. But he had 4 Everton players in front of him, and the moment he makes that stupid, immature mistake, I think he costs Everton the game. Because I do think at that point, up until that point, albeit Villa had the chance to score, I still thought Everton were the better side. I thought we created more chances. I thought we were the team that was going to go on and win. I didn't at all feel particularly under pressure by Villa. So, yeah, he gives them the game. He throws them the game. Watkins steps up, good penalty, straight down the middle. I'm not even going to disrespect the kid. He's put his foot through it. Jordan's gone the wrong way. Fair enough. 1-0 Villa. The second goal is laughable, because not only does Tarkowski and Cody end up standing next to each other, they both get done by a player who we know's got a very good left foot, who allows him to chop onto his left foot and allows him to shoot across goal. Connor Cody's performance, not just in this game, but of late, has been shocking. And while there's Yuri Mina sitting there on the bench and Everton need points, I don't understand why he's not playing. Now, this is me giving Mr. Dyche some credit. Everton have won 50% of the games under him so far. 2 home games, fine. 1-0 wins, we haven't got a lot up front. Beating Arsenal, good. But we made a fairly average Villa side. I'm not saying they're terrible, they're not. They've got really good characteristics, but at the moment, I think they've had a bit of a bad run. They've conceded 11 goals in the last 3 games. There's no doubt they've got quality in that side, but if you could contain them, you could have got something out of the game today, and I don't understand. I don't understand why we are making these mistakes. And part of that's on Dyche, part of that's on the fact that he doesn't know the group of players, part of that's on the players as an individual, because Sean Dyche can't dictate what they do or they don't do in a certain situation. But what I will tell you categorically today, of all days, is it was poor. It was poor decision making all over the park, up front, defensively. They were poor. They just couldn't keep the ball in the final third, and when they did, we would be wavy with our opportunities. We'd slow down play. Doucouré got into good positions, would pass it to Maupay or McNeil or whoever, and we were just slow. There was an extra touch. There was one moment where McNeil gets himself through. He's too slow, so he has to hold up the ball. He passes to Maupay, who takes a touch and then tries to curl it in the top corner instead of just hitting the ball first time. You know, there's another opportunity where McNeil's on the other side. Again, he's too slow. It's just awful. It's just turgid football. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say that I haven't been really encouraged under Dyche, because I have been really encouraged under Dyche. But the facts are, Everton have got 6 points. So have all the other teams around us. Literally, so has everyone else. So we haven't dragged ourselves out of the bottom 3. We haven't done anything. We've been out of the bottom 3 for a week. We go into this game, me included, not really thinking we were going to lose this game, but thinking worst case a draw. We lose this game to a Villa side that essentially have probably 30 minutes where they're the better team out of the whole game. Everton were better for most of it. It's just really, really poor. It's disappointing. There is no point dominating teams if you ain't going to put the ball in the net. And if that is the case, you might as well relegate us now, because this board decided that in January they would go and get us a striker, which they failed to do yet again. And this is where Everton are. They're 18th in the league, potentially in a worse position than the teams around us, because we don't have any firepower. We have none. Ellis Sims today comes on. I'm not going to disrespect Ellis Sims. I'm not. He's far too young. He's not used to the Premier League. And all of a sudden, he's had this big pressure put upon him that every time he comes off the bench, he's having to work something, do something, create something. He's going up against Mings, who, let's be honest, in a horrible way, but also a good way for Villa fans, he's a complete snide. He little nudges in the back, little steps on the toes. I saw it today. There was one point where I think it's McNeil running through, and all he's doing is chasing a ball that's going to the goalkeeper, but he still steps across him, so he has to jump into him. Mings is just one of those players. So you're asking Ellis Sims, who's got no Premier League experience, going up against 2 centre-halves that have got Premier League experience. You've got Maupay, who does have Premier League experience, but is not good enough, hence why he didn't play at Brighton. He shouldn't be playing for a football team like Everton, yet we decide to go and lash £12 million on him. It's pathetic. It is pathetic, and, you know, I said we could be buzzing. We could have come into this game today buzzing, as many of us was, not necessarily confident, but hopeful of a positive result. And we lose, we shoot ourselves in the foot. I do not think Villa were a million times better than us until they were in front. And at that point, I thought, yeah, there's only one team winning this. We weren't getting back into it. So if it is only one goal that Everton concede, and from that moment onwards, you know you're going to lose the game, what hope have you got? What hope have you got? You know, we then go, we've got Arsenal Wednesday night at the Emirates. You know, Arsenal. So we ain't getting nothing out of that game. We're not. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Match preview will be out Monday. I'll probably predict a 3-0 win for Arsenal. We ain't getting nothing, and I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it for anyone. We can't score goals. Everton have scored 2 goals from open play since October. And I'm pretty sure that game was the Palace game, where it was probably, well, it definitely was our best performance of the season. You know, you've got Leeds, who have been in absolute disarray for the last few weeks. You get a manager in, he wins a game at home. Yes, they've played Southampton, but that Southampton side went to Chelsea last week and won. So You've got all these teams picking up points. I'm telling you, we are in shit creek. We are in shit creek. And while you've got Everton not having any structural stability, any quality up front, anyone that can keep the foot on the ball and do something with it, shooting from long range. The only person that can is Damari Gray, and stupidly, in my opinion, he's been kept out of the side to play Mulpay and Ellis Sims. It's actually ridiculous me saying that. And people may disagree. They may say, oh, Mike, it's because of his work rate. It's because of, he doesn't run enough. He doesn't do enough. I tell you what, right? When he came on today, I felt like he ran. I felt like he worked. Look, he was up against a very difficult opposition, and he would be on Wednesday if he starts. But I'm telling you now, there is more chance of Damari Gray scoring goals that keep Everton in the Premier League than there is Mulpay and Ellis Sims, and it is pissing me off that our new manager, who I'm very grateful for, because apart from today, defensively, we've looked all right. I don't understand why he's not seeing it. I don't want to see HOODIE in the next game. I want to see Mina starting. Against Arsenal, I'd probably just stick 8 centre-halves in. We've got loads of centre-halves. Play Holgate, play Keane, play Mina, play Tarkowski, play HOODIE, play Coleman, play Mikalenko, get Patterson off the stretchers table or wherever he is, get him back. Just play as many centre-halves and full-backs as you can. And just have one whippy up front. Maybe Gray. We probably won't play Gray. We haven't got any other whippy, so he'll probably stick Mulpay in there and just ping him the ball and just let him lose it every time that he gets it, because that's all he does. He is a terrible footballer, and it's really pissing me off that I keep seeing his name on a team sheet. He also keeps substituting Onana. Don't get that either, but that's another criticism that I have. And I'm not jumping on Sean Dyche because I really like him and I really believe he's got a plan. But at the moment, I don't understand his logic in not playing players who are the best players we have. It's that simple. You've got to pray Calvert-Lewin comes back, is fit, scores goals, because that is, look, I'll state it straight. It's the only way Everton are staying in the Premier League. We've got some games coming up, Brentford and Forest. Everton needs 6 points out of them. It's that simple. We get nothing at Arsenal. Honestly, crucify me for being negative all you want. I'm just going to say, I don't care. I don't care. Guys, it's not been a pleasure. It's been awful. It's been shit. It's been really depressing. I expected us to win today. I know we haven't got a great record against Villa. I know Buendia scores against us all the time. I know Emery, over the 3 occasions he's played Dyche, he's won all 3. So Emery clearly knows how to beat Dyche. Buendia knows how to score against Everton, so it was never looking great, but we give them the game today, in my opinion. We give them the game. Not from young people making silly mistakes, but from sheer petulance and pathetic play. And on top of that, just one last thing I want to mention. A lot of people are criticising the referee. The referee was really poor today. Really, really, really poor. But when you are going down 12 yards from goal and you're trying to make a last-ditch tackle when you don't need to and you miss the ball, you're going to get a penalty against you. Unless you're Everton, which that doesn't happen. Some of the decisions that were given for Villa today were astoundingly bad. Doucouré's one, he beats Buendia. All he does is catch him as he's running with the ball. It is literally a complete accident. He gets Villa get a foul. There was a couple in the first half where I think McNeil's being pulled back, get nothing. I genuinely believe this. I genuinely believe that this is Everton's season to go down. And I absolutely believe that the officials are helping that happen. No red cards against us in 2.5 years. Penalties, I think we've had 1 penalty in 3.5 years or 3 years. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I'm not happy. Poor performance, pathetic performance. certainly in the second half. There was an opportunity to score, couldn't put it in the net, ended up like tennis. Villa also did the same, by the way. It was a great save by Pickford. Man of the match, I haven't got one. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off today. I am really rattled today. Because that was not good enough against a Villa side that are not a bad team. And to any Villa fans that watch this, I've got nothing but respect for Villa. But Villa have been better. Even under Emery, they've been better. They've been on a poor run of form, and Everton did nothing to even try and take advantage of that after the first half. It was like they just went, you know what, we've tried, here's the 3 points. Brilliant, well done Blues. Guys, I'll see you Monday for the preview. Hopefully in a better mood. Peace.